Hi, students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian. I'm streaming to you from beautiful Victoria here on the west coast of Canada on Vancouver Island. I hope everybody is having a good start to their weekend. Hi, Marley. Welcome, members. Hi, Preeti, Honey, Rahul, Andri. Good to see all of you. Students, in this class, we are looking at task 2 writing, and we're looking to complete a band 9 essay. Andri, thumbs up for waking up so early in the morning. Andri, we're testing out these times right now. We might test out some other times in a couple weeks time. We'll see what everybody's preference is, or I should say the majority preference. This lesson is presented to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS. Visit us there. For the general IELTS, visit IELTShelp.com. That's generalieltshelp.com. On both of these websites, we have lots and lots of help for your writing, including proofreading, editing services, as well as help for the other sections of the test. For academic IELTS, look for this website with the blue background, and you can click this big red button to join our premium package. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. We are a British Council IELTS registration center and trained British Council agents. For general IELTS, look for the green website at gieltshelp.com. Same idea. Click that big red button. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. Hi, Akshay. All right, everyone. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, just send me an email to adrian@aehelp.com. I will gladly respond to your inquiries. And if you're looking for physical exam books, you can order our books from Amazon. We have our exam books 1 and 2 for academic general IELTS available in digital and paper copy off of Amazon. All right, everyone. So we've got task 2 for you right now, and tomorrow I will be here with some speaking lessons as well. So make sure to be here tomorrow also. So this is our essay. We'll get right into it. We started this yesterday. Yesterday's class was talking about planning, so how to plan a high caliber essay, and then how to write the introduction. This was the question, IELTS task 2 writing. You should spend 40 minutes on this task. Some people say that now that we can see films on our phones and tablets, there is no need to go to the cinema. Others say that to be fully enjoyed, films need to be seen in a cinema. We discussed this, we paraphrased it, we came up with some really clever ideas. Sorry, my bad. We came up with some really clever ideas, and then we composed the introduction. The introduction has 3 key elements: a hook, a background, and a thesis. This is standard English essay writing structure. Here is our hook. This is, again, just a review. That's why I'm going over it nice and smoothly so that we can get into the body paragraphs and the conclusion. Okay? All right. Eric, the reason the time is different because I'm in Pacific Standard Time right now. Okay? And if I were to do the streaming at the same time as in Europe, then that means I'm waking up at 4 a.m., which I might do in the future, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes, okay? All right, so millions of people around the world love to watch films. Seeing stories told through incredible sound and picture has become a favored pastime for most people, and audiences seek the best ways to do this. Although people often watch movies on personal devices for various reasons, I think theaters are still better for fully enjoying films because they offer both quality and immersive experience. Okay, good. So here we're talking about a few different ideas. What should my first body paragraph be about? So based on my introduction, what do you think would be a good idea to write for my first body paragraph? Again, remember what the question is asking you. So here, the question, way back here at the planning, It says discuss both views and give your own opinion. So, what do you think? What should my first body paragraph be about? So Rahul says it should be about watching movies on mobile and tablet. Janil agrees. Janil says write about the personal devices. Okay. Yeah, so we can write about watching these movies or films on personal devices, include some of the positives, so why people choose to do this. Absolutely. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so it looks like everybody is on ball. Hey, they say early bird catches the worm, so for those of you waking up early, it's actually a very good time to study early in the morning. It's good for development, so I know it's challenging at times, but I certainly appreciate your effort, and it's for your improvement. Okay, sure. So let's do that. So let's start body paragraph 1. Uh, and for sentence, a deeper definition of main point or of the thesis point. Thesis point here is watch movies on personal devices for various reasons. So give me a more detailed definition of this. So this is the start of your body 1 here. Okay. So give me a deeper definition, not only paraphrasing, but giving descriptive ideas. Okay. Yeah, so Janil says, I've become an early bird due to these lessons. And Janil, hey, that might be an added benefit, a surprising added benefit to the development in your life. I know that when I wake up early, it's actually better. So maybe I will change it to early morning lessons for me, because I think that might be a positive for me as well. So we'll see. All right. Yes, Rajveer, we are. Good question. So Rajveer is asking, are we going to do 3 body paragraphs? Yes, we are. We're going to do 3 short body paragraphs that include the topic sentence, explanation, example, connecting idea, kind of all rolled into one. So yes, we are. Good question. Rajveer says, watching movies on electronic devices is a cost-effective endeavor to enjoy films anytime and anywhere. Very good. So you've got your various reasons defined. I like it, Rajveer. So Rajveer is defining various reasons. Okay, good. Ram Krishna says, nowadays people love watching movies more on personal devices rather than on the big screen, but some people prefer theater for good ambience and sound quality. Ram, that's just kind of a repeat of the introduction, and you're jumping between the ideas. So this is the body paragraph. What you're writing sounds more like an introduction. Rahul says, with the passage of time, the trend has turned to watching movies on personal devices, as it is more convenient both in terms of time and place. Rahul, not bad, but it's wordy. I think you can state that simpler. Mr. Perfect says, without a doubt, nowadays, due to the advancement of technology, most people prefer to watch programs on their own mobile phones. I don't know, Mr. Perfect. Do we really prefer to watch them on our mobile phones? I still prefer to watch it in the theater. I think a lot of people do. It's just that we don't often have the chance. That's why. So we have to be careful with our information. It doesn't have to be the ultimate truth, but it does have to be realistic. Okay? So make sure you're writing realistic information. Okay? If you're writing that, Mr. Perfect, you have to be a little bit more accurate on why do people prefer to watch it, because they can watch it anywhere, anytime, for very low cost, right? Tanya says, many people prefer to watch movies on devices due to low cost and comfort. Very good, Tanya. That's a great topic sentence. So Many people opt to watch most films on their phones, tablets, or laptops because it is convenient and cheap. Okay, so that's my topic sentence. I'm not overcomplicating it, all right? Keeping it fairly straightforward. Many people opt means choose, to watch most films on their phones, tablets, or laptops because it is convenient and cheap. I know I do, okay? So just taking from my own life, right? Everybody agrees with this sentence. It's not overly complex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 words, I believe, if I counted right. Okay. All right. Honey says, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Now comes the explanation. So we explain this. Okay. Okay. So when you explain this, Gurkrat, good luck on your speaking this week. Week is spelt W-E-E-K for this purpose, okay? Careful with your spelling, Gurkrat, okay? All right, do as much speaking as you can. Okay, so now we explain this. So with the explanation, we're basically thinking, okay, so we need to tell our reader what we mean by convenient and what we mean by cheap. So what does that mean? What does it mean that you can watch a film conveniently and inexpensively using your phone? Okay, Jainil, you have a good topic sentence as well. All right, Srikanth, you're jumping way ahead in the essay. Your first paragraph needs to focus on your first point. Okay, so this is a 5-paragraph essay: introduction, body 1, body 2, body 3, and conclusion. That's what we're going for here. All right. Okay, I'm going to write a little bit. I guess some of you already started to write the explanation. I'm going to do the same, and then we'll compare. Okay, so okay, so here I'm writing a little bit of a more complex sentence. That's usually what happens. The explanations often are the more complicated sentences. So here we go. With the use of the internet and many movie streaming services, people can watch their favorite films on the go, at home, or while waiting at the dentist office, and it is often free or just pennies compared to the high cost of movie theater tickets. Right? So that's my explanation. Okay. So Mamat Muradov says convenient means people can watch movies everywhere with the help of these technologies. Be a little bit more descriptive, Mamat Muradov. Okay. All right. Rajveer says viewers usually possess mobiles, tablets, and require at least $10 to purchase movie subscriptions for a year and monthly data charges to watch movies online while at home and traveling. Very nice, Rajveer. You've basically written almost exactly what I wrote, just very much in your own words. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, very nicely done. Shaks Rizoda says people can watch movies in any situation using their phones. That's just kind of a repeat of my topic sentence. Okay, so it's not really going into too much more detail. All right. All right, now we want an example. Example needs to be real world. Something that we can sympathize or empathize with, okay? So it should be an example that your reader, in this case the examiner, can relate to. Okay? So make it real world. Make it so it's something that your examiner can connect with. Okay? So think about your example. While you think about your example and start writing, I'll read a few more explanations. Okay? Easy science classes, you're getting lost in your own opinion. Careful with that. So you're stating between movie theaters and Netflix. Netflix is the obvious winner. Why? What is that? Tell me about it. I'm not inside of your head. You need to explain to me what you mean by that. Why is Netflix the winner? Okay. In fact, some Netflix movies are being shown in movie theaters in some parts of the world. So you have to clearly explain it. I kind of get what you're saying, but you can't expect your reader to guess the missing information. Okay. So as a good writer, easy science, you have to really put in all of the key information so you have clarity. Okay. Tanya says portable devices with the internet and cheap subscriptions on streaming allow people to enjoy movies during road trips while feeling bored. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Manvi says watching stories on mobiles and tablets are mostly free of cost and there's no need of any particular arrangement to watch it. Viewers can see films while traveling and doing other tasks. Yeah, very good, Manvi. Okay, you're very, very close to myself, to Rajveer as well, so nicely done in your own words. Okay. Goktuk, yeah, you have to use subjective sentences here in the body because the question is asking you to discuss both sides and your own opinion. Okay. Mr. Perfect says, for instance, whenever we are free and we watch some movies, we can carry out our mobile phone everywhere. It works as a stress buster. Bit confusing, unclear, Mr. Perfect. So think about a more specific example. Rajveer says, just last week I watched a Hollywood movie, Avengers Endgame, on Netflix using my laptop, sitting on my couch, as cinemas are currently closed due to COVID restrictions. Okay, not bad, Rajveer. I would not bring COVID into this, okay? Because, yeah, I know it's the elephant in the room, so we've been dealing with COVID over the past couple of years. But movie theaters and movies have been around for a lot longer before then. They will be around for a lot longer after. So I wouldn't really bring it into this, okay? Rahul says, like just yesterday, I watched Titanic on my laptop after downloading it from Netflix. It was a good experience to watch it with the family. Yeah, okay, good. So, last week I watched the Titanic on the train while traveling. Maybe not the best movie to watch while traveling, but hey, it's just an example. So last week I streamed the Titanic from Netflix on the train while traveling to visit my parents, and it was a great entertainment. Okay, good. All right, so that's my example. Again, something real world. Most of us know the movie The Titanic, or you can say Star Wars, and you can kind of, most people know Netflix. We're streaming it. I'm on the train. I'm watching it. Great. Okay, so There we go. That's my example. Clearly, this is a benefit of films on personal devices, but they do not give the ultimate movie experience. Okay, so here, the connecting sentence that I just wrote, I kind of went ahead and got into this real quick. So the connecting sentence that I just wrote is explaining to the reader that, yeah, mobile devices, they're great. Going back to my thesis, they're fun, but it's not the ultimate movie experience. If we really want to enjoy a film, then it's not the best way. Okay? All right. So that's my transition here. Here, my connecting, concluding sentence is very important because my first paragraph is about the side that I do not support. Okay? I support the idea that movie theaters for fully enjoying films are better. Okay? All right. Janiel says, I have a subscription for Netflix, which costs only 199 rupees per month. So when I was watching Mission Impossible on my couch, I went 2-3 times to the washroom and stopped with one click so I could fully enjoy the movie without missing any parts. Okay? All right. Samir, good luck on your IELTS exam. Okay? Careful students, I see a lot of you going to this COVID-19 situation. It sounds terrible to say this, but it's beating a dead horse. That's the idiom. People are talking about COVID a lot, and I know it's a hot topic, but I think IELTS examiners are reading about COVID and hearing about COVID in the speaking responses a little bit too often, and you can imagine they're also hearing about it in their personal lives. So I kind of recommend you to avoid this topic. Don't target all of your ideas and responses to COVID, because then you'll just sound like every other guy and girl and every other news channel in society. And I don't think that's going to help you to get the maximum score. Is that clear? Okay, so Samir Khatri, you're going to your exam in 3 hours. Try to remember that. So don't say, oh, because of COVID this, oh, because of COVID that, and then writing section, oh, COVID this, COVID that. Yes, I know it's a situation, we're all dealing with it, but don't make it the topic of your answers throughout, okay? Does everybody get that? So don't get lost in that, because then you're just going down a narrow path and you're not really showing the broadness of your, or the breadth of your thinking and your ability, okay? So, and you sound like every other person, okay? Okay, Rajveer says yes. Yeah, students, when I say something like that and you're figuring this out or picking this up, you can always just give me a thumbs up or a yes. Just got it. Okay? All right. Okay, Rajveer, good connection. Very good. Viral Goti says, through watching films on devices, Viral one more time. Though watching films on devices provides convenience, comma, it does not give a sense of satisfaction like people get in theaters. Very nice, Viral Goti. That's a very nice connection. Just remember your comma after convenience. Okay? All right. Osman says, although this gives people convenience of watching movies anywhere, it still does not, it still is not the best way to experience new movie releases. Yeah, okay, new movies or new blockbuster movies would be a good way to say that. Okay. All right. Very nice connections. So now we go. I'm just going to read this, and when you're at home and you're practicing for the IELTS, I strongly recommend reading your body paragraph when you finish it. So people opt to watch most films on their phones, tablets, or laptops because it is convenient and cheap. With the use of the internet and many movie streaming services, people can watch their favorite films on the go, at home, or while waiting at the dentist office, and it is often for just pennies compared to high cost of movie theater tickets. Last week, I streamed the Titanic from Netflix on the while traveling to visit my parents, and it was great entertainment. Clearly, this is a benefit of films on personal devices with personal devices, but they do not give the ultimate movie experience. Okay, sure. So we checked body one. I made one slight correction there. That was good. Now I'm moving on to body two. Okay, so body two, according to my introduction, will be fully enjoying films because they offer better quality. Okay, so now you have to write a topic sentence that describes better quality in movie theaters. Okay, so what does that mean for you? Okay, right? So again, body two, same idea as body one. Start with a topic sentence. Theaters offer a better quality movie experience. Okay, so that's what you're writing here. That's what you're defining in your topic sentence. What does that mean, right? That's what you have to think about, all right? So give me a nice topic sentence for that. Focus on better quality. What is better quality? Okay, so what does that mean? All right. So I'm going to write the sentence, and then you write as well. We'll compare after. I'll give you a moment's piece so that you can think and hear your thoughts. All right. All right. So I'm going full out. Let's see what you come up with as well here. So Honey says, in the movie theaters, people can enjoy the best audio and video quality, comfortable seats, and good food, which is not available with mobile devices. Yeah, very nice, Honey. So you thought about the same as I did, and you did a good job writing that down. Rajveer says, while watching movies in cinemas, viewers enjoy the plot presented on big screens with powerful sound systems. Very nice, Rajveer. Mr. Perfect says, watching movies at cinemas has its own importance because we can enjoy the film on a big screen with quality sound. Looking at the hooting of the crowd interests more. Okay, Mr. Perfect, don't get carried away. Your beginning is very good. The next part that you're writing is actually the ambience. Okay, it's the mood of the movie theater, and I think that's going to be better for the next body paragraph. You're going to see that. Okay, all right. Shesh says, if someone aims to watch a movie with the full experience on a large screen, intense colors, people around them give reactions to every screen, and they are totally in the moment. Okay, Shesh, Sarah, you are also combining the second and third body paragraph into one, so careful not to do that, all right? Tanya continues with, that is why many individuals, including me, opt to visit cinemas to watch movies on the big screen. Okay, Tanya, we're not there yet. I would say you're getting closer to the conclusion with that statement. Okay, but very good. A lot of you are on the same page for sure. So in multi-million-dollar cinemas, much attention is paid to create the best experience for audiences with not only state-of-the-art sound and picture on a massive silver screen, but also exceptional seating and snacks. Now, instead of massive, especially in the academic, I might a 30-foot, or you might say 10-meter, okay, depending on what measurement you're using. Both are okay. British like to use feet. So on a 30-foot silver screen, okay, let's use some quantitative language there. All right. Good. So I think we have this kind of topic sentence not only giving us a definition, but also an explanation of what that quality is. Okay, so here my topic sentence and my explanation are kind of rolled into one. So here, remember students, especially when you're writing 5 body paragraphs, you have to control your word count. If you start to write too much information, too many ideas, you're going to run out of time, and you're not going to have enough time to proofread your work, okay? Honey, silver screen, so that big white screen that you see in the movie theater, that's not called a white screen, that's called a silver screen, because that screen, if you go close to it, it actually has small speckles of silver all throughout. That's why it's so reflective. That's why it gives you such bright colors. So that's called the silver screen, okay? And we refer to the movie theater as that, so that's another synonym for the theater, is I'm going to watch this on the silver screen. It means I'm going to the movie theater to watch this. So silver screen. And there might be a hyphen there in between silver screen. But anyway. So exceptional seating and snacks. So here, I'm not going to go into more explanation because I know I still have another body paragraph and a conclusion, but I'm just going to go into an example. Okay? I think that's fine. I think that that will be clear for my reader. So here, give me an example of the quality of experience through your own experience, through your own personal example, okay? So I'm going to do the same, and then you do the same, all right? Okay. So there is my example. Okay. Unme Loving, you're going back to the introduction, all right? And we're not talking about going to theaters to relieve stress. We're talking about the advantage of movie theaters and watching films there compared to watching them on mobile devices. Okay. Rajveer says theaters offer high definition, well, much bigger than 100-inch, Rajveer. So high definition 50-foot screens and at least 500 watts of sound to provide the ultimate quality to viewers. Preeti says watching movies on a 45 to 60-foot screen gives an unbelievable experience compared to mobile devices. Okay. Mr. Perfect, it's not about being the sharpest tool in the shed. I think you're quite clever, and just keep writing. It's nobody's born a great writer. We all practice it. So it's just a matter of going through the steps, going through the technique. Writing, Mr. Perfect, and this is for everyone, it's kind of like driving. You can learn it by doing it, but certainly you can do it a lot better by learning it from teachers and learning the technical parts of it. Okay, so just like in driving, you can learn to be a race car driver, and you can learn a lot of the technical parts of gearing, using your brakes at the right time, the way you speed and turn into corners in a technical way, and you can be a much better driver. Same thing in writing. Okay, writing is very technical. All right, students. So I know that's why many of you here. Okay. All right, Chess says, last month I and my friends watched a 3D animation movie in the cinema. What did you watch, Chess? Just come up with something, okay? Be specific. It felt like I'm part of the animation. I was totally separated from the outer world and enjoyed the scenery fully. Okay, Chess, I think you're going into the next paragraph again, and you'll see in a moment, okay? All right, so here we go. This is my paragraph here. In multi-million-dollar cinemas, much attention is paid to create the best experience for audiences with not only state-of-the-art sound and picture on a 30-foot silver screen, but also exceptional seating and snacks. For this very reason, I go to watch my favorite blockbuster movies like Avengers Endgame at the movie theater, as watching this on a phone would simply not provide the same experience. Now, instead of saying same experience, I'm going to say same caliber. Caliber is a nice synonym in this case for quality. Okay? Right, and I'm not going to do a connecting or concluding sentence here because I'm simply just going to go into my next body paragraph, body 2, which is going to deal with immersive experience. And Shash, Sarah, this is what you were talking about here. It's being a part of the film. Okay. So movie theaters allow us to be more engaged with the film. So now we need to write a few sentences on that. Okay, so here, the reason I didn't write a connecting sentence is because I don't need it. I can start this with furthermore, and that's going to connect when I write my topic sentence in this case. Okay, all right. Viral Gati Avatar in 3D in the theater is a great example of quality of movie theaters versus watching movies on the phone or tablet. I love it. Okay. Okay, so Janelle says, at home last Sunday, these kinds of experiences I was brought when I watched Avengers Endgame at the PVR cinema. Okay, Janelle, so yeah, I see where you're going with it. All right, so now body paragraph 3. Sorry. So yeah, this is body paragraph 3 now. This one here is body paragraph 2. Okay. This was body paragraph 1 about personal devices. So I don't have too much time and too much space left if I'm doing the paper-based exam. If I have the computer-based, I have lots of space. It doesn't run out. But I want to definitely discuss for my reader my next point that I made, which is in the movie theater, we're more immersed. Okay? Rajveer says, furthermore, people are submerged in the plot of movies greatly and become part of the movie when they watch the movie at the cinema. Yeah, absolutely. So furthermore, watching films at theaters allows individuals to truly be engaged in the film from start to finish, whereby they deeply empathize with characters and catch most of the details. Okay, so that's what I would start with here, right? And again, I'm visualizing this. So when I'm at the movie theater and I'm sitting there and I'm concentrating on the screen and I'm really watching it in that quality environment for 2 hours, then there's just a lot more going on. And a few of you said before that it's also because you're watching it with lots of other people who are laughing with you, screaming with you, being surprised with you, which is emphasizing that experience, right? So that's what we want to write in the explanation. Okay, so here's the explanation. Why? Because you're not being distracted, right? So this is where we can come back to comparing mobile phones and movie theaters, okay? So unlike with mobile devices, okay, I'm not going to go into that much detail. All right. So I have to limit myself. I was going to say, they're paying attention to the film that they paid a lot of money for. Again, this was the danger that I ran into while writing the IELTS, is I had so many ideas and I wanted to get all of them down on paper. And I really do think that I wrote too much. I think 500 words for task 2 is definitely overkill, and that hurt my marks. Okay. So we don't want to do that. Okay. All right. The Doc Tiff says, I went to the cinema this month. We watched Wonder Woman. It was really amazing. And this movie aimed to create a private movie, and now I'm implementing my movie. The Dark Tiffs, I don't really know where you're going with it, but yeah, good try, okay? All right, keep writing. That's the key, okay? So, unlike mobile devices such as smartphones, people are much less distracted in the dark ambience of the theater, where they follow the etiquette of paying attention to the film. Okay, so very clearly we're focused on the film. Okay, going back, this allows viewers to fully enjoy the movie or the movie's storylines as was or as is intended by the producers. Okay. All right. And again, I could just keep writing and giving more explanations and examples, but I'm not going to do that here. Okay. I'm going to stop. So maybe if I'm really quick, I might add in one more simple personal example, but I'm not going to do that. I already have some personal examples. So I'm going to just go into the conclusion now, because I would bet that I'm already at like a good 280, 300 words minus my instructions. Okay. So let me just check that. Curious myself. So I have roughly... So I'm at roughly about 300 words already, okay? So it's 250 words minimum. I'm at 300 words. I want to limit myself to maybe no more than 320, 330 words at most, okay? So I want to spend more time, if I'm going for a band 9, on reviewing, okay? So in conclusion, mobile or personal devices certainly have their advantages, but they do not provide the same level of experience for movie fans as theaters. While it is true that people can be entertained on their phones and tablets if they are bored or just want to relax in daily life, I strongly believe that the best way to enjoy a film is by going with friends or family to the cinema. Okay, so that's my conclusion. It's not just a repeat of my introduction. I'm giving a little bit more information here as well and reverting back to my opinion. Okay. So in conclusion, personal devices certainly have their advantages, but they do not provide the same level of experience for movie fans as theaters. While it is true that people can be entertained on their phones and tablets if they are bored, just want to relax in daily life, I strongly believe that the best way to enjoy a film is by going with friends or family to the cinema. And then that's the end. Now, what I want to do at this point, especially when I'm practicing at home, is what? What should you do? Okay. Shrikant, etiquette means proper behavior. Okay, so Shrikant, a good example of etiquette is eating etiquette. So when we eat, we don't put our elbows on the table. Okay, we keep our elbows off the table. We don't chew with our mouth. We close our mouths to chew. We're careful not to spoon the fork with our teeth. That is etiquette. All right, so now you can hear me, hopefully. Yeah, the battery died in my microphone. It's getting a little bit too good. All right. Okay, so cool. Got that fixed. Yeah, so meanwhile, hopefully you were thinking about my previous question. You proofread, okay? Yeah, it was a dead battery. All right, so here we go, everyone. So we go back, we proofread, we look for different kinds of mistakes, seeing if we can catch spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, mistakes in the information, redundancies, which means repeating the same information too often, again and again. So we want to check for that. Okay, so here we go from the top. When you proofread, it's actually a good idea to go back and read the original question, make sure that you've answered it. Okay, so some people say that now that we can see films on our phones or tablets, there's no need to go to the cinema. Others say that to be fully enjoyed, films need to be seen in a cinema. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. Okay. So here we go. Millions of people around the world love to watch films. Seeing stories told through incredible sound and picture has become a favored pastime for most people, and audiences seek to do this do this in the best ways. And audiences seek the best ways to do this. Okay, that's fine. Although people often watch movies on personal devices for various reasons, I think theaters are still better for fully enjoying films because they offer both quality and immersive experience. Okay. That's fine so far for the introduction. Yeah, Preeti, manners is etiquette as well. Yeah. So many people opt to watch most films on their phones, tablets, or laptops because it is convenient and cheap. With the use of the internet and many movie streaming services, people can watch their favorite films on the go, at home, or while waiting at the dentist office. And it is often free or just pennies compared to the high cost of movie theater tickets. Okay. Last week, I streamed the Titanic from Netflix on the train while traveling to visit my parents, and it was great entertainment. Sure. Clearly, this is a benefit. Okay, so clearly is a leading expression, so I've definitely caught a mistake here. It seems like a small mistake, but any catch is a good catch. Okay, so clearly this is a benefit of films with personal devices. And another comma here, so you do have to pay attention to punctuation, especially for high bands, but they do not give the ultimate movie experience. In multi-million dollar cinemas, multi-million dollar is all going to be hyphenated, so multi-million dollar cinemas, much attention is paid to create the best experience for audiences with not only state-of-the-art sound and picture on a 30-foot silver screen, but also exceptional seating and snacks. Okay, that's fine. For this very reason, I go to watch my favorite blockbuster movies like Avengers Endgame. Okay, that's an additive clause. So again, I'm catching lots of common mistakes here. The reason why is because I've already reviewed it while writing, of course. As watching this on a phone would simply not provide the same caliber experience. Okay, I'm starting to notice that I have the word experience in my essay a lot over and over. So at this point, I'm starting to think, okay, well, how can I paraphrase the word experience? So what's another word for that? So would not simply not provide the same caliber feelings, okay, or emotions. Right? We're not as excited, not as scared, etc. All right. Furthermore, watching films at the theater allows individuals to be truly engaged in the film from start to finish, whereby they deeply empathize with the characters and catch most of the details. Unlike with mobile devices, such as smartphones, people are much less distracted in the dark ambience of the theater, where they follow the etiquette of paying attention to the film. This allows viewers to fully enjoy the movie's storylines as is intended by the producers. In conclusion, personal devices certainly have their advantages, but they do not provide the same level of experience for movie fans as the theaters. Okay. Now again, experience. So I'm going to take that out because I'm feeling too much experience here. So experience. Same level of enjoyment. For movie fans as theater. So paraphrasing is what I can do here as well. Okay. Rahul says use the word excitement or opportunity. Andre. Osman says enjoyment. Yeah, those are great. For movie fans as theaters, while it is true that people can be entertained on their phones and tablets if they are bored or just want to relax in daily life, I strongly believe that the best way to enjoy a film is by going with friends or family to the cinema. Okay, good. So I'm done here. I'm feeling confident. If I've practiced a lot, if I've got some good basic English, then I should be able to do something similar in the 40-minute time limit. Okay. Jay Gajar, good luck on your exam today. For those of you who have exams coming up in the near future, I strongly recommend for you to visit us at aehelp.com for academic IELTS and gieltshelp.com for general IELTS, where we have lots and lots of videos, strategies, practice exams, all original, and all some of the best out there online. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access to our courses, and it's just a fraction of the cost of your exam. So definitely worth getting our full package from there. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging in there. That was a great essay question by one of our viewers. Thank you for sharing that with us. Have a wonderful rest of your day. For many of you, it's early morning, so I hope you enjoy your weekend day. And I will be back same time tomorrow with some speaking classes and speaking practice. Much love to all of you. I'm Adrian, signing out from Victoria on West Coast, Canada. Bye for now.